Hi there, this is Penelope. This is a short video in the series of short videos on arithmetic, basics of arithmetic and arithmetic skills. Right, let's have a look at fractions. Yeah, it's funny, but it is very sad. A lot of people have fraction trouble, so what we're going to do here is we're going to at least start getting you out of that trouble and really understanding fractions. When we're talking about fractions, what we mean is something that shows the relationship of part of something to the whole of something. So here we've got the part of something to the whole of something. So a fraction is just, it's a part out of the whole. Now, we'll do this again when we come to division of fractions, but P divided by Q. We need to think a fraction is a number which is represented by an integer over another integer. So we have integer over integer in most cases. This is a ratio. One of the short videos looks at ratio. This is a ratio, and this is why they're called rational numbers, because they can be expressed as a ratio, which is, as we know, a fraction. Okay, P divided by Q, you could also say P over Q, or this could be written as that, or some people use that, but we certainly don't use, we certainly don't use that. That is the surd sign, and it's only for roots, which is in another video. So P divided by Q, it's a question. How many Q's in P? So 4 over 2 says how many 2's in 4. 2 over 3 says how many 3's in 2. And a fraction can either be proper, improper, or mixed. If the numerator of the top is smaller than the bottom, then the fraction is said to be proper. And for example, that would be something like 4 over 7, where the numerator is less than the denominator. If Q is less than P, if P is greater than Q, which is the same thing, then the fraction is improper. For example, 12 over 5. That's improper. Now, if it is improper, it can be written as a mixed fraction, and that would be, right, 5's into 12 goes 2 and 2 remainder. That is a mixed fraction. And fractions can either be positive or negative, and then we follow the rules for multiplying or dividing by a negative number, same as we did before. Standardly, though, we would express fractions in their simplest forms, 4 over 16. Now, until you get the hang of this, you could rewrite that as 2 times 2. We're factorising it over 2 times 8, and then we could split it off. That is 1, so that's gone. So that's 1 times 2 over 8. We could then write that as 1 times 2 over 4 times 2. And again, we could split that off. And 2 over 2 is 1. So then the final answer is 1 over 4 times 1, which I don't need to write. So we always try and write them in their simplest form.